It's your girl Liv. Okay, so today I wanted to do a reading for all of the elements. So we're gonna start with fire signs. Let's go ahead and hop on in. So this is gonna be for my Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Now this is gonna be timeless. I love to do all my readings timeless because whenever you're watching it, it could resonate. So whether you're watching it the date that I posted it or whatever season, so just be mindful if I say things like Mercury retrograde or if I say something like a holiday or a certain month, just take it how it resonates for that time. But it is timeless. So for fire signs, there's a bit of isolation with my fire signs. There could be something that you're healing from, something that you're emotionally going through, and it kind of feels like you're on your own. And there could have been something that you let go of. For some of you guys, it could be a relationship, like really struggling to let go of either a dynamic in a relationship. But the energy that is really coming across is like sometimes we don't see our own power. Like fire signs, you need to hear that like you guys are really special and you guys are really beautiful. You're coming off as the Five of Cups, but look how beautiful this five is. She's like a mermaid and she's sitting there looking like royalty, looking like so unique and different. And this is definitely giving me Leo energy, even though this is a water sign. Also Pisces, but it's almost like she's got this treasure chest and she's got some things that have spilled, but she still has those two cups right there, which is love. Like there's still love, there's still a chance, there's still an opportunity. Some of you guys, it's almost like you don't see the beautiful place that you're in, especially because her eyes are closed on this card and it's next to the Death card. And look at the little boy trying to hand the flowers to the angel of death. This is very interesting. For some of you guys, it could have been the need to cut off something that wasn't healthy. For others of you, it's coming off as a split message. Some of you guys aren't recognizing the innocence and the purity around you. So if this is love, you're not recognizing that love, there's an opportunity for love. You see how he's handing the flowers and those two cups are sitting right there perfectly fine. Some of you guys, this is like kind of like a heads up that you could be missing out on something really great because of maybe something that happened emotionally, something that took you out of your element. Because see how she looks so sad and her eyes are closed? It's just I can't take my mind off of it. It's very heavy Scorpio energy. You don't have to be a Scorpio, but you could be a Scorpio sun and have heavy fire placements. But it's almost like sometimes when we're this is just overall giving me the energy of maybe you're growing through a difficult emotional time, and whatever you're going through, it's almost as if maybe your environment is affected by it. Maybe it's like things in your environment, but it definitely feels like the feeling of isolation. But there is love, there is support. For some of you guys, it could be your children. But take it how it resonates, but it's definitely this feeling like in between, like you haven't quite crossed over, or you haven't quite healed from something, or you haven't quite figured out how you're going to go to the next level or cut something off. It's almost like the death energy is kind of lingering. Even how his head's on fire, it could be Leo energy, but it's almost a little bit of anger. It's kind of like the energy that when something, like when you get torn, something is torn, or you get burned, or you get, you get in a situation and it's almost like you're stuck on it because it took such an emotional toll. Like maybe you don't look like what you went through, so people think you're being dramatic. That's just for some of you. Like for some of you, I'm getting the feeling that like you're just really physically beautiful. And for some of you, you just need to hear that. You're very physically striking. Like it could be how you do your hair, your style. Like you have a lot of unique qualities. And right now, it's kind of like the energy that's coming across is like maybe some of you guys have been so focused on the physical body that you've ignored the emotional needs, or the emotional triggers or something emotionally. But it's almost like this energy of fixation. Like some of y'all could be fixating on something to the point where you're ignoring an opportunity, you're ignoring the love that's right around you. Now if you're in a relationship, this could be ignoring your spouse, or if you're single, it's not necessarily relationship reading, but there's a need to allow those people in vibrationally. Some of you guys can pick up the phone, but this is especially with your oracle card being accept, support. For some of you guys, it could be a need to get around, like if you're dealing with any type of grief, or if you're dealing with some sort of breakup, or just having a day, okay? Having a day, having a month, having a year, you know? Getting around like-minded people. You see how they're all wearing the same hat, they all look alike? This to me is giving me like mind. Now for some of you guys, it could be like your siblings. For some of you, it could be your children, your family. But how I'm really interpreting this and how it's coming to me is that there's a cycle that you're in. What you're dealing with is not like for some of you guys, it's just really coming off like a karmic situation, something that always happens, or it's like this type of, I always feel like this, I'm so beautiful, but inside I feel lack, or I feel so beautiful. And there's a contrasting energy between a lot of physical stuff coming up. So I don't know if you've been really critical of your body this time, but you guys are beautiful. You guys are so unique. Some of you guys could have really cool, unique tattoos. That's just for some of you. But it's almost like there is a pain that is deeper than how you might be feeling. So if you've been feeling weird about your body, or if you've been feeling weird about or sad about, take it how it resonates. However low vibration you've been feeling, the energy is almost like an addiction to it. Like it's almost like there's a need to get into a support group, or there's a need to do, like, if you do moon rituals, do them with a friend, or maybe have a girls' night, or have a talk, or call a therapist, or book a reading. This is definitely in alignment with Virgo season, because Virgo season, I was just saying in my last video, if you didn't watch it, that Virgo would be a really good time to reach out for professional support. And this is kind of like, don't let your pride get in the way. So maybe, for example, you're like, I'm not going to go to therapy because my friends should be there for me. It's kind of like allowing yourself to have permission to take it to that next level, because this healing that you're doing is on such a deep vibration. It is so deep that it's going to really get you out of this funk and get back to your element. Like some people, it's almost like the feeling that you guys are attracting by getting support is feeling back in your element, letting something go. Like, this is the final push, this is the final stage, this is the last time. That's just how the energy is coming across, fire signs. It's like sometimes we attract situations that will push us to the edge for that healing. It's like, don't you know how beautiful you are? Don't you know how amazing you are? It's like the only way that I'm seeing right now for the fire signs, for this energy to leave, whatever that negative energy is for you, because it's energy, this is a general reading, it's going to come from some sort of support. It's going to come from some sort of assistance, community, being able to share those things. And it's definitely coming off in a creative way. It doesn't have to be therapy, it doesn't have to be that deep, but it could be something where you join a class, you know, or you start painting with someone, or, you know, it's definitely collaborative energy. It's giving me Three of Pentacles, so it could be with work, but it's like being more open to those people around you. So fire signs, what I'm seeing right now, if you can get to that place, you're going to be able to feel the beauty inside of you. You're going to feel good, not just look good, or that's just for some of you, but you're really going to get to this place where you recognize who the fuck you are, the unique part of you, the part of you that everyone else seems to see but you, or the part that you've always wanted to see in yourself. This is like definitely the energy of like a new year. So some of you guys could have a birthday coming up whenever you're watching this, but it's definitely the energy of like a new beginning, a fresh start, if you can accept this. And I'm seeing it work out really well for you, fire signs. So this was just a quick reading, like an energy check-in, but I'm sending you guys love and light. If you'd like to support your girl, you can buy me a coffee, you can share with a friend. I appreciate you, and I'll see you guys in the next video.